Good morning. So we are starting the new lesson today, that is yoga and lifestyle. In this chapter we will study about various lifestyle diseases and the yoga exercises and asanas which can help to cure and prevent the particular disease, and along with we will study about the contraindication of certain asanas. Like contraindication means that is some of asanas are not recommended in certain kind of lifestyle disease or the physical condition. So first is lifestyle, because most of the diseases occur due to the wrong lifestyle. The wrong lifestyle, that is the lifestyle opted by a person to lead or to live her or his life. So lifestyle, the way we live our day to day life with the object of acquiring and maintaining a healthy body and mind. The way we think, the way we express our emotions, we emote, and the way we behave, it is a part of our lifestyle. The way we act and interact, that is the part of our lifestyle. The way we relax when we take rest, that is another part of the lifestyle. The way and the things we eat and drink, that is also our lifestyle. It is a daily discipline, a dynamic process. Lifestyle is not a new word, it is the word which is started when the persons are suffering the problems by their own. The diseases are the creation of the individual for themselves. So, lifestyle modification, like choices of the individual, action to be taken to improve physical and physiological functions, what we are doing or we are not doing, physical functions and physiological functions means physiological activities, the activities which can influence the which can affect the physiological functions, mental health and the sense of well-being, quantity of lifespan means the age. The lifespan can be increased. Average lifespan of the individual is normally considered 60 to 80. This time it is very difficult to live happily after 80, after 60, after 60 of the age. So that's why quantity of lifespan can be increased by good lifestyle. Quality of a life experiences, because living a life is not important, because there should be quality of life. We should live healthy and happy. The choice is yours. Resolve now. If healthy, we will stay fit. If unwell, we have to restore the health and we will struggle for it. So we will discuss about the components of lifestyle modification here. That is healthy food and drink, the regular physical exercises, rest and relaxation, healthy emotional relationship, preventive measures we must take in our life, management of stress, periodical checkup, health checkup especially, self-examination time to time, external and internal cleanliness and purity. Very important for maintaining a good lifestyle. We will come to the yoga because this chapter is that is yoga and lifestyle. So lifestyle that we have discussed what it can affect. So yoga is न तस्य रोगो न जरा न मृत्यु प्राप्तस्य योगाग्नि मयम शरीरम. It means this is the Sanskrit version because the yoga is originated from the Sanskrit word yuj. So yuj means that is the root word which means joining. So yoga is considered as beneficial as it can join our soul with God. So yoga is very effective for keeping oneself fit and healthy in all aspect of the physical fitness and all aspect of the health, being healthy. So the slok I have recited, then I can tell you the meaning of this one. For him who has obtained a body ablaze with the fire of yoga. The person means the person who has attained and practiced yoga a lot. There is no disease, no aging, no death. So it means it is very important for a person to practice yoga regularly. The variety of yoga activities are there now these days. It is very easy to check the activities on our mobile. So meaning of yoga, the word yoga has been derived from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means to join or to unite. Yoga is the union of individual soul with the absolute or divine soul, God. Yoga also means the unification of physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual aspect of human beings. Another definition: yoga is the science of development of a person's consciousness. So overall, we can see that yoga is helpful for maintaining various dimensions of the health, like physical health, mental health, emotional health, social health, neuromuscular health. So all aspect of the health, it is very important to practice yoga regularly. Meaning and asanas we will discuss here. Asanas are very common in the yoga, which variety of and a number of people practice the yoga asanas. So asana means to sit in a comfortable position for everlasting period of time is called asana. So asana is, to understand, the asana is a postural position which we maintain for certain time of period or particular time of period according to the type of asana, and that helps us to maintain or develop a good postural health and good physical health or mental health and it also helps to cure variety of diseases by affecting a number of organs related to it. So, asanas, we must know what are the asanas. First is the type of asanas we will discuss here, the meditative asanas. Second is executive asanas. Third is cultural or corrective asanas. Cultural and corrective asanas are divided in three parts: standing asana, sitting asanas, and laying asanas. We will see here. Some asanas can be performed in the laying position, some asanas are performed in sitting position, some asanas can be performed in standing position. So, variety of asanas are there which helps us to develop a good health. So, asana as preventive measure. First, we will discuss asana can be preventive measure as they provide following physiological benefits, which ultimately helps in avoiding various lifestyle diseases. The following are the benefits of asanas for prevention of diseases. First is bone and joint become strong. Circulation of blood becomes normal. Immune system is strengthened, becomes more strong. Respiratory organs become efficient. Efficiency of excretory system enhance. Muscles become strong. So there are various a lot of advantages of the yoga asanas. We will see here in the picture certain yoga asanas I am showing you here. So the yoga asanas can be performed anywhere at our home easily, no equipments are required for it. Now we'll discuss about the obesity. First lifestyle disease, obesity. Obesity is the condition of the body in which the amount of fat increased to extreme level. This is can be understand obesity can be understand by that there is excess accumulation of fat in the body, means fat is not being tolerated by the body, and excess fat whatever we are taking that is being accumulated in our body in different parts, and it is increasing the weight of individual, and it is also leading the irregularity of the shape of the individual, because physical appearance also disturbed by the obesity. So obesity is very simple. Obesity is of two types. We must understand about obesity. First is hyperplastic obesity, second is hypertrophic obesity. Hyperplastic obesity, the number of fat cells increased in the body. These persons have more than normal number of fat cells in the body. This is hyperplastic obesity. Second is hypertrophic obesity. The size of fat cells increased in the body. These persons have more than the normal size of fat cells in the body. You will see here hyperplastic and hypertrophic obesity. Hyperplastic obesity, the number of fat cells increased in the body. These persons have more than the normal number of fat cells in the body. Hypertrophic obesity, the size of fat cells increased in the body. In this case, the size is increased. The hyperplastic, the number of fat cells is increased in the body. So, we will see here then the obesity, when the body weight is increased, accumulation of fat takes place in the body, different parts, and person body shape becomes irregular. Now we will discuss about procedure, benefits and contraindication of the Vajrasan first. First asana is the Vajrasan, which can help us to prevent the obesity. Vajrasan is considered normally very good for the digestion, and we know the digestive system is very important system, and if there is good digestion of the digestive system, the person will never suffer with any kind of problem, because maximum problem of the body related with the digestive system. 99% problems of the body related with the digestive system. Procedure of the Vajrasan we will see here first. It is a meditative asana. We can do meditation also in this asana. Kneel down, sitting over the knees, on the ground, with your knees, ankle and toes touching the ground. Your toes should be stretched backward. Now place your palm of both hands on the knees. The upper body should be straight. At this time, the breathing should be deep, even and slow. This is the procedure. We are sitting with the folding the knees, legs, and sitting over the heels, and both the leg, both the palm should be upward and toe touching to the ground, and should never cross the legs. We should never cross the palm. Contraindication, benefits we will discuss here. It is helpful for concentration. It is helpful for curing dysentery, back pain and chest diseases. It enhances memory. It cures problem related to menstruation. Contraindication means the person who should not perform these asana. So, contraindication, each asana we will discuss here, that who should not perform it. A person suffering from joint pain should not perform Vajrasan. The individual who have any spinal column problem should not perform Vajrasan. So, this is about the Vajrasan. We will see how to do Vajrasan. And see here, we have to sit over the palm, the sole or heels, by putting both hands over the knees, with folding the knee, leg. Vajrasan. Now we will see procedure, benefit and contraindication for Padhastasana. Padhastasana is another very common asana. It's an important asana that we know. Procedure is bend forward until the fingers or palm of the hand touches the floor on either side of the feet. Try to touch the knees with the forehead. Don't strain. Whatever we are doing, that is okay. We can put little pressure, stress gradually. Keep the knees straight. Don't bend your knees. Exhale while bending forward, and inhale while we are erecting. Try to contract the abdomen in the final position to expel the maximum amount of air from the lungs. So, while we are coming down, gradually we are exhaling and we are trying to touch our toes or the ground by bending forward, followed by maximum exhalation. Benefits of Padhastasana: it makes the body very flexible, it stretches the leg and back muscles, it helps to eliminate excess belly fat because we are bending forward, so definitely the belly fat will be decreased. It makes the spine flexible and tones the nerves. And contraindications: the individual who have back pain should avoid this asana. At least they should not bend forward fully. They can bend themselves only as far as comfortable, because during the back pain it is very difficult to do the Padhastasana. This we will see here with picture. Padhastasana, hand to feet pose. So, this is about the obesity. Obesity is I will tell you one more thing about the obesity, that is, obesity is the condition which based on the formula of the burning of fat. Fat means that is the glucose which remains in our body, and excess deposition of the fat leads to obesity. So, the fat will burn when the metabolism rate is higher. Energy production, because fat will take part in the reaction of production of the energy, it will be burned by the oxygen and will produce energy. But it will be possible when the person is working, because energy is required when we are working. So, that is why maximum workout should be there to reduce the obesity. Obesity can be reduced when we are doing maximum workout, maximum physical activity. That is why the fat will take part in the reaction. It will be converted to the glucose and will take part in the reaction, biochemical reaction, that is which produce energy. So, the fat will be utilized and the body will be fit and fat free. So, now we will discuss about the diabetes, because obesity is the problem which can lead various variety of problems in the body, heart problem, diabetes problem and other problems it can lead. So, that is why the obesity should be cured primarily. Now, diabetes is such a disorder that it causes sugar to build up in our bloodstream instead of being used by the cells in the body for production of energy. Because if the glucose or the sugar reaches to the cell, so it will be utilized. It will be utilized to produce energy by the biochemical reactions. But if it is not being tolerated, it remains in the blood. That situation calls the diabetes. Diabetes is of two types. First is hypoglycemia, second is hyperglycemia. So, glycemia means sugar, hyperglycemia means high blood sugar, and hypoglycemia, that is the low blood sugar. So, high sugar, that is very common among variety of people. Low sugar is less than the people are suffering with the hypoglycemia, in which low blood sugar level is very low. Hypoglycemia treatment and hypoglycemia, normal blood sugar range, and blood glucose all are covered by the yoga activities and exercises. So, first we will discuss about the hyperglycemia. Diabetes and its type we are discussing. The hyperglycemia is also as following types: type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and gestational diabetes. Type 1 diabetes, body does not produce enough insulin. Type 2 diabetes, the body produces insulin but cannot use it well, means the it is being produced but body cells are not using it properly, because that is, it means it is not being connected with the glucose present in the blood, it is not being tolerated. That is type 2 diabetes. Mainly type 1 and type 2 diabetes are very common, which are known as diseases. Gestational diabetes, that is the temporary condition on pregnancy, because sometimes during the pregnancy the sugar level increased. That is temporary diabetes. That is only during the pregnancy period, and after that there will be normal condition of the sugar in the blood. So, mainly type 1 and type 2 diabetes means, type 1 means insulin is not being produced at all, or there is the insulin is being less, means it is not being produced sufficiently by the pancreas. It is known as type 1 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes, when the insulin is being produced but it is not being utilized, either by the physical hormonal problem, either by any other problem, either the blood the is not, blood cells are not able to carry it to the cell, either this is not being connected properly with the glucose in the blood, hence it can carry the glucose to the cell. So, there are various reasons may be there in type 2 diabetes. So, type 1 diabetes is only pancreas problem, where pancreas is not producing the insulin, but type 2 insulin is being produced, but there is another physiological problems which are not supporting the hormone insulin to connect with the glucose or to reach to the cell. So, blood sugar level chart we will see here. Then blood sugar is normal when the fasting is 70 and 100 maximum, and PP, that is 2 hours post meal, post potential it is, that is 2 hours post meal, it is known as the PP, it is less than 140. So, it means it is normal. And pre-diabetic condition, when the person is in the range of the diabetes, he may suffer with the diabetic problem. So, that is in case the fasting is 101 sugar in the blood and 125 sugar in the blood maximum, and after that the person is definitely diabetic. And 140 to 200 if it is after 2 hours of meal or PP. There are two kind of tests, that's why we are saying fasting and PP. Two kind of test means, that is when we go for diabetic test, sugar test, so there are two type of tests. First is fasting, means without meal you are giving your blood sample, and PP means when you are giving the blood sample after 2 hours of your meal, you have eaten something. So, then diabetes is declared when there is the fasting is 126 and pp it is 200 more. When sugar is 200, then more than 200, that the person is definitely suffering with the uh, diabetes. So preventive and management of the common lifestyle diseases we are discussing. So we will discuss about the causes of the diabetes. So causes of arson the diabetes we will discuss here, that is the excess food, sedentary lifestyle, obesity, stress, family history, and increasing age. So various causes of the diabetes are there. So these are the causes. Then the asanas we will discuss here. There are variety of asanas are there, which are commonly we know these asanas. So we will discuss here Matsyendra asana. Matsyendra asana, the left, the procedure we will see here. The left heel is kept under right thigh, and the right leg is crossed over the left thigh. After the hold the right toe with left hand, hold the right toe with left hand, and turn your hand and back to the right side. In this position, move the trunk sideways. Then perform the same asana in the reverse position. Means we have holded the right toe with left hand, now left toe with right hand. Means we can reverse it. So benefits: it keeps gallbladder and prostate gland healthy. It enhances the stretchability of back muscles. It alleviate digestive element. It regulate the secretion of adrenaline and bile, and thus is recommended in yogic management of diabetes. So contraindications are: women who are 2 or 3 months pregnant should avoid practicing this. The individual who suffer from peptic ulcer, hernia, and hypothyroidism, means thyroid hormones is not secreted properly, should practice this asana under expert guidance. So there are a variety of asanas are there. This is we have discussed about the Ardha Matsyendrasana pose we will see here. Ardha Matsyendrasana. There are variety of asanas are there, like Bhujangasana is also helpful in in treating the diabetes. Paschimottanasana asana is there, which helps to cure the diabetes. Muktasana is also there, it helps to cure the diabetes. So next we will see here Pawan Muktasana. Pawan Muktasana, the procedure we will see here: laid up down on your back on a plain surface. Keep your feet together and place your arm behind your body. Take a deep breath, and when you exhale, bring your knees towards your chest, and the same time press your thighs on your abdomen. Means laying straight and then folding leg over our chest, and then locking them by our hand and touching the forehead to the knees by raising the head up. Every time you inhale, ensure that you loosen the grip, exhale and release the pose. After you rock and roll from the side to side. This we have to roll. This is very good for curing the back pain also. Even the diabetes is also cured, but it is very beneficial for the back pain. Stand back especially. Benefits it eases the tension in lower back. It enhances the blood circulation to the pelvic area. It stimulates the reproductive organs. It helps to cure menstrual disorders. It helps in reducing the fats of all thighs, buttocks, and abdominal. So, Pawan Muktasan is there. We will see in the picture. That is Pawan Muktasan. So there are variety of asanas are there which are helpful in the preventing the diabetes, and diabetes can be prevented by keeping our pancreas healthy, and for that we have to perform variety of asanas, exercises, pranayams, etc., because it helps us to prevent the digestive and hormonal diseases and all the lifestyle diseases as well. So we will come to the next topic, this asthma, in the next video.